What's going on, y'all? It's your boy just coming back with another thought. And I think I figured out a little technique that I'm going to do in order to really discuss the topic that is on mine right now, which is not so much looking at the camera because it's just something that um, feels like there's a reason to perform. So, not trying to perform, but just really get my thoughts out. But I digress. Um, what I want to talk about, or either talk about to myself about right now, is why are we on this spiritual journey? Just take a moment and really think about that. Why are we on this spiritual journey? Is it so that we can be more comfortable in this world, to acquire more wealth, abundance? Is it to attract a mate? I would put it out there that this spiritual journey is so much more than that, and quite a few of you agree that this spiritual journey is more than material wealth. It is more than relationships. It is about becoming the greatest versions of ourselves. And yes, the spiritual journey can be used to become the best business person that we can be. Look at Tony Robbins, for example, because when it comes to his spiritual journey, um, just as an example, you can see that he's very successful at what he does. Um, Even when it comes to relationships, some people can really get to a point to where they've gathered enough of their pieces to become as much as possible as whole, and they're able to connect with other individuals that are whole, then they end up coming into a beautiful union. Got a perfect example for that, Chris and Leisha. But there's much more, and you know that it's much more. I know that it's much more. But so many people stop at those things. Once they get comfortable in their finances, they stop. Once they get that relationship, they stop. That is not the full potential of what we are. It is not so much it is, but there is a calling, there is a pulling, there is a yearning for us to become more. But what is that more? In order to discover that more, we have to open ourselves up, which is a scary thing because open yourselves up, I mean, you don't know what could come through. It may be good, may be bad, may be harmful, may be loving. But when you open yourself up to different possibilities, when you take a deep dive into who and what you are, for example, an elephant's whole life is to be a full-fledged elephant. And for the most part, from our own understandings, they're living out their full potential as being an elephant. But we also know that they're more than just an elephant. They also have a soul because a lot of them display human abilities and behaviors. So, which means that there's another driving force within inside of them. But that driving force that came inside of the elephant, their mission was to become a full-fledged elephant, which for most part they have. But what does it mean to be a full-fledged human? What is, let me back that around. Back that around. Is that a saying? I don't know. But To reword my question, what does it mean to be a full-fledged soul experiencing human life? Because human life is so much more than business and relationships. It is interacting with other people. More importantly, interacting with people who don't look like you. It is experiencing everything from the worst of the worst to the greatest of the greatest. So many of us shy away from those things that are not that desirable. Most people travel the road that everybody else travels. Most people don't travel the roads less traveled. But I've learned that going into the darkness, going into the areas that are less desirable, bring about a lot of different lessons. For example, being in a loveless relationship, not this one currently. Oh, this one is overflowing with love and light. But being in a loveless relationship can seem very dark in the moment, can seem very hopeless in the moment. But once you get out of that situation and you get a moment to reflect and think about everything that transpired, what that person did and what you did. Most importantly, what did you do? What did I do? And being able to go back and reflect on those things allowed me to understand what I really wanted. Let's just take relationships for example. Um, Most people have an image of what a perfect mate is. And when they get that perfect mate, they don't know all of the little, what's the word I'm looking for? Idiosyncrasies or the nuances of their behavior. There are certain nuances of the behavior that is not in it's not the same across the board for that person who is considered to be a perfect mate. Not everybody has the same idiosyncrasies. Y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean. I know what I mean, but I'm not saying the word right, but you know what I mean. Not everybody has the same traits. They may appear on the outside to be the perfect mate, but not everybody has those same traits. Not every perfect mate has the same morals as another person that you think is a perfect mate. But you won't find that out unless you go down that journey of exploring that relationship with that individual. And once you get a chance to explore that path, you get to see the things that you did like and the things that you didn't like. And you can sit back and reflect about the things that you want to keep and the things that you don't want to keep. So that when you move on to that next relationship, you can find something that actually is more of a perfect relationship for you, not just the perfect mate. Well, I started out this from saying that our spiritual journey is just so much more um, than just acquiring things or people. If anything, it's about acquiring our true selves and figuring out who our true selves are. And for some of us, we may not find it all in this lifetime. But we do have the opportunity to figure that out before we exit this realm. So I implore myself and I implore you that as you master certain parts of your path, find another area on that path that you haven't explored. And I'm saying this metaphorically, but travel down the roads less traveled. Go into those areas of your path that you think are scary. Go into those areas where the path is not so clear. There's so much overgrown grass and leaves and things of that nature that you really can't see the path. So you have to move certain things out of the way in order to really see the path clearly so that you can go down that path. I hope y'all caught that. Sometimes the path may not be clear. And there are certain things that you have to move out of the way in order to see that path. A lot of that clearing can be done through shadow work. Yeah. This is just my thoughts while I'm here in the car, just waiting for the little one to get out of school. So hopefully this information is helpful. I think I've reached a point of what I wanted to uncover. And let me know what y'all think in the comments below. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us and riding with us as we kind of take a new path and connecting with you all. And hopefully these things that me and Alicia are doing are really helping you on your path as well. And just please understand that this journey does not stop once you've gained the material wealth, and it does not stop once you gain the partner that's for you. We all have to get back home. And the beautiful thing is that for the majority of us, we don't all have the same homes. And you have to find out where your home is and how you can get back to your home. This is just a resting place. This is not the place where you settle. There's more to explore. Do not limit your spiritual journey to the 30% that you can see. Do your best to uncover the other 70% of your path that is waiting for you to be explored. You are living out the hero's journey. You left home, you came to foreign lands, and you came to these foreign lands with a mission, which is to find your treasure. And your treasure is actually within you. And once you realize that your treasure is within you, now you can take that treasure back home. But most of the times we miss finding that treasure because we get distracted with the things that are going on around here, with the having to make money and being in relationships and taking care of human mundane things. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out. Love y'all. Peace out.